Assalamualaikum and greetings, sir. My name is Nur Alisha Sofia binti Sri DM08211091. Today, I want to present about security and safety system. First, security system. There are various devices to protect property from various danger, such as fire incident, eavesdropping, and so on. In an organization needs to be protected, including personal safety. Second, safety system. The definition of safety is freedom from any risk and injury, as defined by IEC as part of overall safety. The term security is used for specific function. The safety function is derived from hazard analysis and risk assessment. The higher hazard risk, the highest the level of the safety integrity regret. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dalila Aida Bintazar. My ID number DM07211158 from batch 25A. To maintain security in an organization, must have a safety and security system to protect staff from spreading asset and sensitive information. In addition, to prevent potential threat by accessing without authorization and can reduce risks such as data breaches, theft, and physical harm. First of all, an organization needs physical self-control to control physical achievement. These are security measures that can control and manage access to a physical space, such as a building, room, or facility within an organization. It can also ensure that only certain authorized individuals are allowed access. A physical access control system like this usually uses a combination of technology, policies, and procedure to achieve one goal. For example, this system includes components such as access card, key for biometric identification such as fingerprint or iris. Scan this system can also provide features such as time-based access, authorization audit trail to track who accesses the location with other security systems such as CCTV, surveillance, and alarm. Next is physical surveillance, which is referred to the monitoring of people, place, or object using visual and auditory methods. It also involves observing a documentation of activity, behavior, and event in real time or through recording. It is also used to prevent and investigate crime, monitor public space, and ensure the safety and sensitive areas. Therefore, this system is important for organizations and individuals to conduct physical surveillance in an ethical manner, respecting the right to privacy and complying with the right law and regulation. After that, management must foster awareness and organizational security by clarifying the level of understanding and awareness among employees and stakeholders regarding security protocol, procedure, and practice in an organization. By carrying out this activity, it can also educate individuals about potential danger, risks, and measures that need to be taken to ensure employee safety. Last but not least, the role of an audit compliance plan in an organization is essential to ensure that the organization operations comply with applicable internal regulations, standards, and policies. This plan helps determine the steps required to examine and evaluate the organization processes and practice to ensure compliance with legal requirements and industry standards.
Fire hazard is disaster caused by fire or uncontrolled and unbreakable condition. Fire hazard, a broad category, they also include those that impede the function of fire protection material or equipment, as well as anything that impedes fire safe behavior. Fire hazard can also endanger human life, building, and technology. It can be done intentionally or unintentionally. For example, obstruction that prevents safe evacuation and a malfunctioning sprinkler system will both be considered fire hazard. Also, any option, substance, or condition they may increase the size or severity of a fire or that may cause a fire to start is called a fire hazard. The hazard may be flammable fuel or a heat source as a broken appliance. This fires hazard can also happen anywhere, such as incident, shop, selling, electronic goods, restaurant, and others. Fire hazards are also common when residential items such as heating, storage, electrical equipment, and other are a home or in shop and workplace. Without realizing it, smoking can also cause fire hazard because of the smoke, and most categories always throw away evenly and do not extinguish the smoke. Next, our understanding of what is said to be a fire hazard has changed over time. Society and around the world has become less tolerant the risk of fire, and not only that, many conditions are seen as dangerous or unsafe and can cause fires. An item may also be considered a hazard in one context but be seen as non-hazardous in other lower risk environment. For example, in a work environment that requires the use of heat or flame, that use non-flame resistant clothing will be considered hazardous. A small amount of flammable material that will be considered acceptable in a normal environment because unacceptable if placed in an environment with an ignition source. Sign the amount of danger created by individual items depend on the environment that exists in fire hazard are usually analyzed from a whole workplace or whole building perspective.
Okey, Assalamualaikum. Saya Nur Izzati binti Razadi di EM 08211807. Saya ingin membentangkan topik main story of the selection topic. Okey. Fire is known as light and heat product as a result of combustion. It also occurs after a seeming excitation, reaction, and some of the most typical manifestations of fire, extreme heat and emission of carbon dioxide and water vapor. Burn can happen intentionally or unintentionally due to character active. The most common fire are placed as half building or shop. Next, the most dangerous can also cause death such as suffocation, significant burning. Next, smoking can also cause birth and human behavior. For example, urine is all over the place and can cause burning. Moreover, smoking is currently prohibited in some places to protect against burning. Lastly, but static electric is formed when materials that do not conduct electric move. People moving through high speed preferable convertible or flammable liquid through have a general static electric transfer for wherever is as simple as generously to a line or from a tanker truck to an underground then a service station is a decor station.
Hello, my name is Nur Izzati binti Hamdani. My ID number DEM 09211132 from batch 25A. The necessity of taking fire dangers. The importance of comprehending and reducing the risk posed by fire hazard for both persons and communities cannot be overstated. Fire hazard is the risk posed by the possible dangers and pace of exposure to fire from the start of the fire until the spread of flames, smoke, and gas. A fire is unwelcome fire. A building fire may be a source of pain and disaster for the workers, particularly for those who have been injured, resulting in physical impairment, trauma, and even jobless. The store The store, on the other hand, has the potential to inflict significant losses such as a value records, property damage, and the intermination of operating activity. As a result, fire is one of the most common mishaps. In addition to inflicting loss of life and property, fire may also harm the environment and create health problems due to the smoke from the fire. Failure and barriers in fighting flame caused by inefficient fire protection equipment, unprepared human resource, or other independent inadequate fire protection will be substantially aid in fire extinguishment. In order to reduce the damage incurred in the case of a fire. Furthermore, the available human resource can aid in avoiding the dangers of fire. As a result, all dangers have the potential to ignite. As a result, fire should be avoided by lowering the risk of the fire and providing active fire protection. This can be useful while dealing with fire queries, fire detection and alarm system like fire extinguisher for minor flames and sprinklers are example. Fire, also known as air combustion, is a chemical event that occurs between oxygen and combustion fuel. This air can inflict bodily harm in addition to being a fire danger. Flammable liquid and chemicals such as gasoline, oil, cleaning solvent, and paint can cause a fire if not properly kept in a ventilated area. Because of the flash point and auto ignition temperature, there is a fire risk. A fire hazard is also any material and equipment action that may increase the size or severity of a fire before it starts. As a result, the risk assessment for fire safety should address fire prevention, detection, and emergency escape. Fire prevention and necessity that use of heat, oxygen, and fuel. A fire will not start or spread if it lacks heat, oxygen, and fuel. There is also the risk of fire.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Noah Shamita Hassan. My ID number DM072117 and I am from batch 25A. First of all, a fire safety risk assessment should include fire prevention, fire detection, and emergency escape. A fire prevention needs three elements: is heat, oxygen, and fuel. Without heat, oxygen, and fuel, a fire will not start or spread. Heat is energy that is transferred from one body to another as the result of a difference in temperature. For oxygen, oxygen forms a large part of the air on Earth and is needed by animal and plant to life. And the last one, fuel. A fuel is any substance that can be made to react with other substances to release chemical or nuclear energy as heat or used for physical.
My name is Daniel Akibala Murli, DM09210223. In conclusion, managing fire hazards within a company is not only a legal obligation, but also a vital step in safeguarding the well-being of employees and the sustainability of the business. By the diligently identifying and mitigation potentiality fire risk, concluding regular drills, and fostering a culture of fire safety awareness among employees, companies can create a safe work environment and minimize the devastating impact of fire incidents. Remember to proactive approach to fire hazards prevents an investment in both human safety and the company long-term success. Thank you.